Hi, I'm Nick Shell, the cult leader of the Brotherhood of the Hair Loss. Now that you've decided to join my hair loss cult, I want to invite you to be part of the initiation process. You don't have to do this, but I feel at some point in your stay here, you're gonna realize it's one of the best things you can do for yourself, and that is to buzz off your hair if you haven't in recent years. It's time to buzz it off. Now you're currently looking at a number 1, that's what I did yesterday. I also highly recommend a 0, which I did a few weeks before. I like bouncing back and forth between the two, but it's a matter of realizing that hair does not have to be your confidence crutch. And the moment you remove that unnecessary tool from the equation, you realize how much freedom that you have. So that's why I feel ultimately it's something you're going to do. Since I buzzed off my own hair, even though I arguably still had a quote full head of hair, it just reinforces what I knew all along, that my confidence, my identity was never linked to hair. In fact, I would argue that my confidence and my identity has only been enhanced now that I got rid of this confidence crutch. This thing that suddenly people compliment me for, not just here in YouTube, but in the real world. So if you have decided to join my hair loss cult, I want to encourage you, to invite you, if you feel the time is right to buzz off your hair. By doing so, you will come to terms with one of your fears, and that is losing your hair. Now, of course, I know that choosing to buzz off all your hair when you can still grow hair is not the same as shaving it off because you don't have the option of growing it. But still, it's an exercise. It's a psychological exercise to help you face your fear. Imagine all the fears in your life that hold you back. Many men will live their whole lives fearing that they will lose their hair, even if they don't. And then there are those like myself and hopefully like you who realize the sooner you come to terms with the fact that perhaps your identity and confidence can actually be improved by getting rid of the hair, then you start to ask yourself, why didn't I do this sooner? As the cult leader of the Brotherhood of the Hair Loss, I'm not saying that you have to or that you should buzz off all your hair to a 0 or a number 1 guard. But what I am saying, if you're going to join us on this journey, it's inevitable at some point, unless you choose to get a hair transplant or tattoo pigmentation or take Propecia or something like that, unless you do something extreme to stop it. Maybe the most extreme thing you can do, or maybe the least extreme thing you can do, is to do this exercise and just buzz off your hair with a number 1 or a 0 guard and realize that this no longer has to have power over you. Instead of taking power away from you, that it actually gives you power back to your own life. And the younger you are, the better. What an advantage you will have even over myself. I'm here to help you. I'm Nick Shell. I am the cult leader of the Brotherhood of the Hair Loss. You don't have to buzz off